Welcome. My name is DAYNACARRERA. I am actually with Little Saint Productions. There's the DJ, Little Saint 2009.
Get out of Santa's workshop. Just fine.
Eric, welcome. How are you, Eric?
Alright guys, so we do have karaoke. We're going to be playing some music for you guys tonight. It feels good to be back here a second time. It's been a long time. Everybody has grown up.
Awesome, Eric. Awesome.
Somehow or another. Feels like I'm still growing, so I'm still part of Peter Pan's crew. Because I don't ever want to grow up. So folks, tonight we do have music. If you guys want to hear anything,
I'm going to walk around.
We got some music.
Michelle, how are you? I'm actually in SoCal. I'm in California. Show you what's going on.
So if you find it,
awesome, Michelle.
I've been missing for a couple months. So you guys ready to sing?
And there's Santa Claus over there. So we're just DJing a Christmas party right now. With all their sweets and stuff. Hope everybody's having an awesome night.
Maybe you're having some tacos.
Oh, no.
So a lot of people are already
Where is Charlie?
Taking pictures.
Oh, Charlie's taking pictures.
So I'm going to switch this around real quick. Hopefully there's enough light. Hey
I
guys, I know it's kind of dark.
To all you wonderful people out here.
Hope you guys are having an awesome night. We walk around the corner. This is actually our second year. I know it's dark right here. I'm walking to the light. Sorry, guys. The taco man right here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, bien, gracias. Alright, guys, welcome. Once again, my name is DAYNACARRERA. We are actually DJing a holiday party in Corona. And this is actually our second year. Last year, when we DJ'd, we had the cops come because the neighbors 3 blocks down said we were too loud. So you know when the cops are here, DJs are having a great time, awesome time. I just want to say, everybody, during this holiday season, don't forget the people around you. There's been a lot of problems out here in California, San Bernardino, with the shootings and everything. And just make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them, and don't be afraid if you haven't talked to them in a long time to say, hey, guess what? I'm here. I want to say I'm sorry. I love you. Give a shout out to the people that you love, and don't be afraid to reach out to them. The one thing that a lot of people forget is they're too busy with their businesses. Yes, all of us are working on Periscope, but we're also here for full of positivity. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you need help. I was talking to a good friend of mine. You guys probably know him, Jesse Johnson. He first scoped today on Scopers Unite today, and it was awesome. It was his first scope, and I was talking to him last night actually, and he has gone through so much, and it's amazing to see how positive people can be with all the problems that they've had in their lives and the drama and the hurt from family. I usually actually scope about how to get out of an abusive relationship. My ex-husband actually beat me really, really bad. And I knew I didn't have to stay around it. How can you get more friends, Eric? Go to someone's name on their profile and just click it and push view profile and push follow. Right now you have 5 followers. Just keep jumping from scopes to scopes and listen and find people that you like. And then click their profile or click their name and follow them, and they will follow you back. I know you're actually new to the scope. I saw you on Scopers Unite earlier. Don't be afraid. Once you start scoping, you can do it. That's the one thing. And as I was saying is I did get out of an abusive relationship. My ex-husband beat me really bad. And I had gone to a shelter in Georgia, and I didn't want to go to a shelter because I had a job. And if I had went to a shelter, then I couldn't work. And I did not want to lose my job because I was strong enough and I'm willing to make things work for myself. So I moved out of that situation and moved away from him. And he knew where I was working, and he had gone to my car and keyed the back of my car. And I was actually really scared, and I didn't want to go out there, so I talked to security. The police came. I did another report. I'm doing really well, actually. That was, I want to say, about 14 years ago. And there's one thing that a lot of men or women alike, doesn't matter who you are or if you're female or male, actually, about getting physically abused, emotionally abused, or verbally abused by the other half. I know a lot of men are afraid to speak about it because they're men and they don't want to burst their egos. But even men get hurt, even men get beat up. Women are going into jails right now. And the one thing about it is it goes both ways. So the women now get in trouble just as much as the men. So no matter who you are, don't be afraid to talk to someone about it. If you want, just write it down, throw it away, burn it, something, vent. You are in a similar position? Yeah, actually, I've been abused by a few of my exes. I'm not going to mention names on here. Luckily, they don't have periscopes. I've been raped a couple times, and I was molested when I was younger. And the one thing I know is, even though that happened to me, I've grown. You've been divorced for 2 years. I've actually been divorced since 2003 from my ex-husband. I've been in so many bad situations, but I'm looking at it now is even though I got beat up, even though I got raped, it helped me to grow. And in order for you to grow, you have to be able to heal yourself. And a lot of people are so scared to admit what's happened to them, and they're ashamed. You know what? It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Eric, that you got beat up by your ex. It's not my fault that I got beat up by my ex-husband. And the one thing that people can do is get away from the situation. And if they actually say, oh, I love you, I'm never going to do that again, that's a lie. Because they think they're never going to do it again, but they will. And that's the sad part. And they don't want to get help because they don't think there's something wrong with them. I was always called a crazy bitch. Excuse my language. Because it was my fault that my ex-husband beat me. It was my fault that I didn't know what he was doing. But I knew that. Thank you so much, Michelle. God does use us to use issues to make us stronger and help others. And that's the one thing I look at it. Because even though I know there's many people who's been abused on Periscope, they're not able and willing to talk about it. And the one thing I want to do is keep talking about my abuse. Thank you, Eric. You know what? I see it as it's not my fault and it is a learning situation. And the one best thing about it is I'm able to talk about it. And I can help people to get out of the situation. And the one thing I've told a few of my friends that have been in the situation was to find a place to go that person doesn't know where it's at. Find a friend that your boyfriend doesn't know, and that will be your hiding spot. Always have at least 2 or 3 backups, because if you go somewhere, they'll follow you and they will do it again. So the best thing about it is get out of there. Your life is more important than getting beat up. You are someone. Don't tell anybody or don't let anybody tell you you're not worth anything, because you are. Everybody is here for a reason. Everybody has a story. And it's the courage that you take to tell your story to help others. So I want to say, don't be afraid to tell people what happened, but you don't have to tell them everything. What is your struggles? What made you get out of your struggles? What am I planning for myself? Right now, my plan is, because I scope, of course, I'm scoping right now, about how I got out of abusive relationships, and I write poems, and I also blog. But right now, actually, my goal is to open up a restaurant. And so the best thing about it is that I know what my strengths are, and I know what people say that I can't do, which I know I can. And that's the best thing about it. You need to change your mindset. The changing your mindset to a positive place will help you go further in life. Write down your fears to get out of that negative. When you write your fears down, the negativity goes away little by little. Don't be afraid to tell someone close to you, your best friend, somebody, about what your fears are, and they can help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Be willing to get help so you can grow yourself. Growing yourself, you can go stronger and go further and reach your goals. And I need to get back, because we're actually DJing a holiday Christmas party right now. But everybody, have a good night. Have a blessed night. Tell people around you that you love them, that you care. Everybody has a heart. Everybody is worth something. You guys are worth something. Your lives are more important than anything else. Your kids' lives are more important than anything else. So I want to say thank you. Yes, no hay problema, Eric. And someone earlier on the Scopers Unite asked if I speak Spanish, and yes, I did. You're so welcome, Michelle. And I will keep talking about the abuse and helping others, because that's what I want to do. So, you guys, if you actually know who Jesse Johnson is, he was actually on the Scopers Unite earlier today. Follow him. He has a great story, and you can learn a lot from him. With Lil Saint 002009. I will, Eric. DM me on my Twitter. It's the same as my DAYNACARRERA. DM me on that one. I will definitely do that. And also I was telling you about Lil Saint, the DJ that's in there right now. He was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and he has a mental disability. And he was able to do everything. And he's not letting his disability take control of his life, and he's going to the positive terms. Everybody, make sure you find the positive out of negative. Negativity can't. Okay, Michelle, I will find you too. Negativity can't overrule your life. You can change it, because you are better than that. Peace out. Love you. Have a good night. Stop. I know it's not stopping, so I'm walking. It won't stop, so it's only you, the DJ. I can't find the DJ. He's with some people right now. They want to sing karaoke. Hey, Lil Saint, say hi.
What's up?
I was telling about your...
Welcome to our DJ show for the night. Yes, we're going to put on one hell of a show. I just need to get warmed up and just go crazy tonight. That's what I'm going to do. So, come back.